Good morning. This is Deacon Bill with Christ Church Episcopal in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We welcome you to a new series, Knowing Jesus in a New Way, produced by the Godly Play Foundation, and we thank them for allowing us to use this during these troubled times. Our first session this week is entitled Known in Absence. The season of Easter extends the experience of Easter Sunday for 6 weeks, but it also helps prepare for the coming of the mystery of Pentecost. This period is a transition between Jesus' early ministry and the coming of the Holy Spirit. It is time when the disciples and others begin to know Jesus in a new way. He is neither simply human nor simply spiritual. He is completely both in a way that is anything but simple. Jesus' appearances have fascinated people from the disciples to the opponents of every early Christians, and to the present. What did they experience? Clearly, it was something very powerful. Paul was an opponent of the followers of the way, yet his experience of Jesus after the resurrection completely changed his life. It turned him around and toward what would later be called Christian. It is to tell the story, drawing on the season of Eastertide, that guides us by its structure as we make our way toward Pentecost and the coming of the Holy Spirit in the lives of the disciples and in our own. Let us begin. On the first day of knowing Jesus in a new way, the women went to the tomb. You can see a picture of Mary at the tomb on this first panel. There were 3 Marys among others. Mary Magdalene seemed to lead the way, and then there was Mary, the mother of James, and Mary, the mother of Jesus. Mary Magdalene was not a mother. She was a good and strong friend. They carried spices with them to finish the burial and wondered how they would get inside the tomb. When they came to the tomb, the stone had already been rolled away, so they looked in. What they saw was nothing but the white linen cloth that had covered Jesus' body. Then they went back to tell the others, but most of them did not believe. Peter, being Peter, jumped up and ran to the tomb. Some say John ran too and got there first. He waited for Peter, and they went in together. They could feel Jesus' presence in the absence, but Jesus was gone, truly gone. Mary Magdalene came up and stood outside weeping. Peter and John went back, but Mary stayed. "Woman, why are you weeping?" Through her tears, she saw 2 men dressed in white. "Jesus has gone. Tell the disciples to meet him in Galilee." "Woman, why are you weeping?" another voice asked. She turned and saw someone who must have been a gardener. "Tell me where they have taken him. I will go and take him away." "Mary." This time he said her name, and she knew it was he. Mary must have stepped forward because Jesus said, "No, you cannot hold me. I have risen, but not yet ascended." Then he was gone. Mary went back to tell the others what had just happened. This ends our story for today. Parents, we're now going to ask your children to do an activity. So we would ask that you help them and assist your child. I wonder if there is anything in your house that you can bring and set beside the picture you see to help tell more about this part of the story. Is there something that just calls you to it and seems like it needs to be there? If you would look around, find what you want to bring to the picture, write it down, or take a photograph, and send me a message at office@christchurchtulsa.org. God bless you, and we will see you next week.